Hi friends, in today's lecture we would be studying how to transpose the data in Microsoft Excel. So without any further ado, let me take you into the Microsoft Excel where we have our data already ready for transposing. So this is my Excel file. A link for downloading this file is already given to you below this video. So now if you watch this file carefully, you will see that in this file there are headings like models of the car and the month names January, February, March up to October and their corresponding sales figures. Now I want to transpose this data. That is, I want all the month names should come here and all the respective models of the cars should come here. And that too with the help of only one click. So how to do that? For that you click first anywhere inside the data. After that click on data and in data select from table. Then it will ask you where is the data for your table and it will automatically highlight the data basis the location where you had clicked. So you can see this marching ants around the data indicating my data is correctly selected, and then put a check mark on my table has headers and just click on OK. Now this will convert this data into a table and it will land you into Power Query. Now you can see that this is your data inside Power Query. On the left side you can see the model names and on the top you can see January, February, March up to May and the data between them. Now I want to transpose this data. Now in order to transpose this data, you have to click on Transform. If any help comes in between, just click on Got it. So we click on Transpose the data and you can see that the data has got transposed. However, you can see that the month names are not shown over here. So in Power Query, you get an option to cancel your last step. So you can click over here and this cancels your last step. So this is how my data was earlier. Now if I want that the month names should also be present, then over here you have this drop down where it is written use first row as headers. And inside that there are two options, use first row as headers, use headers as first row. So we select use headers as first row. So you can see some headers have been made and your headers is now included in the data. Now after that you can just click only once on transpose and your data gets validly transposed. So you can see the month names have come here and the car models have shifted here. Now after that you have to just click on use first row as headers and your data will be looking normal. After that click on home and in home you have two options, close and load and close and load too. If you want that it should close and load this data into a new worksheet, then you click over here, and if you want to specify the location where it has to be placed, then use the second option. So in our case we use the first option, close and load. So you can see that it has created a new sheet and it has loaded the data over there, the transposed data. Your original data is safe over here. Now you might be wondering that you can do the same with the data transpose command. So why have we used the Power Query? The beauty of the Power Query is that later on, if you add some data into it, take for example, I add November data and some corresponding sales figure. As an example, I am just copying the figures from October into November. And you have added data for the month of November. If you come into sheet 1, what you have to do is just right click anywhere on the data and select refresh, and you will see that the data for November gets updated automatically. Now this is not possible using data transpose, and you would have to do it every time. But since it is a Power Query, any changes you make in the master data would be reflected in this data, provided you right click on the data and select refresh. So friends, hope you have learned something new. With this, we end this lecture, and we'll see you again in the next video. Till that time, goodbye.